Imagine a world without cars, phones, or even houses. A world where the only sounds are the rustling of leaves, the calls of wild animals, and the whisper of the wind across vast open plains. This was Earth long ago, a pristine natural landscape untouched by human hands. This was Earth long ago, a time when the planet was a vast, unspoiled wilderness, teeming with life and raw beauty. The air was pure, the waters clear, and the land stretched out in an endless expanse of natural wonder. Our story starts in Africa, where the first humans, Homo sapiens, appeared. These early humans roamed the African savanna, a land of diverse ecosystems and abundant wildlife. It was here, in this cradle of humanity, that our ancestors began their journey. They were smart and curious. Their intelligence set them apart from other creatures. They observed their surroundings, learned from nature, and began to understand the world around them. This curiosity drove them to explore, to seek out new experiences, and to innovate. They learned to use tools and fire. The discovery of fire was a monumental achievement, providing warmth, protection, and a means to cook food. Stone tools allowed them to hunt more effectively, build shelters, and create art. These innovations were the building blocks of civilization. They hunted animals and gathered plants for food. Hunting required skill, teamwork, and bravery, while gathering plants demanded knowledge of the environment and its resources. Together, these activities ensured their survival and allowed them to thrive in a challenging world. Life was tough, but they survived. They faced harsh weather, dangerous predators, and the constant challenge of finding food and water. Yet through resilience and ingenuity, they adapted to their environment and overcame these obstacles. These early humans were nomads. They moved from place to place, following the seasons and the migration patterns of animals. This nomadic lifestyle required them to be resourceful and adaptable, always ready to face new challenges and seize new opportunities. They moved from place to find food and resources. Their journeys took them through varied landscapes, from dense forests to open plains, from arid deserts to lush river valleys. Each new environment offered its own set of challenges and rewards. They communicated with each other using simple language and gestures. Communication was key to their survival, allowing them to share knowledge, coordinate hunts, and build social bonds. Over time, these early forms of communication would evolve into the complex languages we use today. Life was a constant struggle for survival against predators, harsh weather, and limited resources. Every day was a battle to stay alive, to protect their families, and to find enough food and water. Yet despite these hardships, they persevered. Despite these challenges, they adapted and thrived, slowly populating different parts of the African continent. Their ability to adapt to diverse environments, to innovate, and to work together laid the foundation for the incredible journey of human evolution that would follow. For a long time, humans lived by hunting and gathering. Then, something amazing happened: the Neolithic Revolution. Around 10,000 years ago, humans learned to farm. They planted seeds, grew crops, and raised animals for food. This was a game changer. With farming, humans could stay in one place. They built villages, which grew into larger settlements. This led to the development of new tools, technologies, and social structures. People began to specialize in different tasks, such as farming, pottery, and crafting. Farming led to the rise of civilizations. These were large, complex societies with cities, governments, and specialized jobs. Some of the earliest civilizations emerged in Mesopotamia, Egypt, India, and China. These civilizations achieved incredible things. They built massive structures like pyramids and temples. They developed writing systems, mathematics, and astronomy. They created art, music, and literature. This was a time of great innovation and cultural development. The wheel, writing, and the concept of law were just a few of the innovations that emerged during this period. As civilizations grew, people started asking big questions about the world and their place in it. This led to the development of religions and philosophies. These belief systems provided people with moral guidance, explanations for natural phenomena, and hope for the afterlife. Some of the major religions that emerged during this time include Hinduism, Buddhism, Judaism, and Zoroastrianism. Philosophical schools of thought like Confucianism and Taoism in China, and ancient Greek philosophy also flourished, shaping the values and beliefs of millions. Section 5. New powers and religions. The ancient world was a dynamic and ever-changing landscape, marked by the rise and fall of numerous empires and the birth of influential religions. This period was characterized by significant transformations that shaped the course of human history. The ancient world saw the rise and fall of many empires. These empires were not just political entities but were also centers of culture, innovation, and power. They left behind a legacy that continues to influence our world today. These empires connected different parts of the world through trade, warfare, and cultural exchange. The trade routes they established allowed for the exchange of goods, ideas, and technologies, fostering a sense of interconnectedness that transcended geographical boundaries. New religions like Christianity and Islam also spread rapidly during this time. These religions provided a sense of identity and community to their followers, and their teachings influenced various aspects of life, including art, law, and governance. The Roman Empire, for example, once ruled over much of Europe, North Africa, and the Middle East. Its vast territory and sophisticated infrastructure facilitated the spread of ideas and cultures, making it a melting pot of diverse influences. The Silk Road connected the East and West, facilitating trade and cultural exchange between China and Europe. This ancient network of trade routes was instrumental in the exchange of not only goods but also knowledge, religion, and culture. The spread of Christianity throughout the Roman Empire and the rise of Islam in the Arabian Peninsula dramatically altered the religious landscape of the world. These religions not only provided spiritual guidance, but also played a crucial role in shaping the social and political structures of their respective regions. The influence of these religions can still be seen today in the cultural and religious practices of many societies around the globe. Section 6. Exploring the world and new ideas. In the 15th century, Europeans began exploring the world by sea. Driven by a desire for new trade routes, wealth, and knowledge, they embarked on daring voyages across uncharted waters. These explorers, such as Christopher Columbus, Vasco da Gama, and Ferdinand Magellan, set sail with the hope of discovering new lands and establishing direct trade links with Asia. They sailed to new continents, encountered new cultures, and established colonies. These encounters were often marked by both cooperation and conflict, as European explorers and indigenous peoples navigated their differences. The exchange of goods, ideas, and technologies between these diverse cultures had profound impacts on societies around the world. This era of exploration led to the exchange of goods, ideas, and diseases between the Eastern and Western hemispheres. Known as the Columbian Exchange, this period saw the introduction of new crops, animals, and technologies to different parts of the world. However, it also brought devastating diseases to indigenous populations, leading to significant demographic changes. The Renaissance, a period of great artistic, scientific, and intellectual creativity in Europe, followed the Middle Ages. This era was characterized by a renewed interest in the classical knowledge of ancient Greece and Rome. Artists like Leonardo da Vinci and Michelangelo created masterpieces that continue to inspire awe, while scientists such as Galileo and Copernicus revolutionized our understanding of the universe. This era saw a renewed interest in classical learning, and the emergence of new ideas about art, science, and human anatomy. The Renaissance was a time of great intellectual ferment, where scholars and thinkers challenged old beliefs and laid the foundations for modern science and philosophy. It was a period that celebrated human potential and creativity, leaving a lasting legacy on the world. Section 7. Machines, Factories, and Big Changes. The 18th century brought about the Industrial Revolution. New machines were invented, factories were built, and people moved to cities to work. This led to mass production, economic growth, and significant changes in society. The steam engine, the cotton gin, and the power loom were just a few of the inventions that transformed industries and societies. The Industrial Revolution led to unprecedented urbanization, as people moved from rural areas to cities in search of work. Section 8. World Wars and Big Problems. The 20th century was marked by 2 world wars, which brought about unprecedented destruction and loss of life. These conflicts reshaped the global political order and led to the formation of international organizations like the United Nations. The rise of ideologies like fascism and communism also shaped the 20th century. The Cold War, a period of geopolitical tension between the United States and the Soviet Union, dominated international relations for decades. Section 9, Our World Today. Today, we live in a globalized world. Technology connects people across continents, information spreads instantly, and global challenges like climate change require international cooperation. The digital revolution, driven by the internet and mobile technologies, has transformed the way we live, work, and communicate. We face pressing global challenges, including climate change, poverty, and inequality, that require collective action and sustainable solutions.